Hello everyone, welcome back. It is City Skylines now. I've had a few technical issues. Because of the recent parks upgrade, it means that there has been some mods that are available for this game that have broken, essentially. So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So also, we are suffering from a power problem. And if I'm... oh, it's actually here. Whoops. Let's get all that back. Let's go down here. Like that. And let's get some good paraphernalia in here. And we're just going to create a little connection there like that. Now it means that until such times as the update has gone through for the likes of Road Anarchy and all that kind of stuff which I use on a regular basis, it means that certain things will not be able to be achieved. It's not the end of the world really. I mean, it's a minor niggle. It's just one of those things that we just deal with, you know. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to go back onto this one. And we're going to create more roads down here. Now this is because we essentially want a lot more residents in the area. Now one of the things that used to happen that was the problem with the current version of Road Anarchy was when you actually created a road and then you wanted it to go underground, it would flipping disappear up into the air, or basically down into the depths of the earth, which was not ideal. So we're just going to run another one all into there, actually. Is that it there? Yeah, it's there. So we're going to run another one into there. Now, what we're going to do as a result of that is I would like to create one that goes essentially down here like this. So a nice long tunnel. And then another one over the other side. So it's got a nice long tunnel entrance like that when I've got the money. And essentially what that means is that traffic from this area will be able to proceed to the industrial area without going through here and without interrupting any of the highway traffic. That's essentially the plan there. And then we connect the two tunnels, and then the two tunnels, even though that's actually supposed to be a duo directional tunnel, so we've got to change that. So let's have a look. So we go to here. So here's where the thing is, and we go down one to about there, and then on the other side we do similar, and then we connect the two. And once we've connected the two, you can see there. Let's just upgrade it to one of these, shall we? Nice 4-lane asymmetrical road. Once we've done that, then it enables us to essentially connect the industrial area with the residential area. Now you can see here that we're covered with respect to the pipes, so it's not too bad. And what we will have to do is we will have to take we'll have to take some of that out there. Or at least we know we don't have that option there. Damn. We're going to have to do it further down. So somewhere like this road here, we're going to have to create a connection between... Yeah, but that's kind of... See, this is the problem, is it's too close to that one. But if I take that out, it's going to cause me an issue. Because if I delete that road in order to make a new one, how are they going to get coal into there? But I could just make a connection there, sort of here, and do it that way. Because then that will still enable it to work. We have the ability to build keys, which is nice. Shift terrain, move things around, slope terrain, soften terrain, and level it. So that's nice. So if we wish to modify the terrain, we have the option of doing so. Now, okay, so it's just a matter of trying to figure out the best way of doing... Oh god, we're on fire. Oh dear, never mind. Okay, so at least these guys have the option of going various areas, various places. So if we check here, there's the fire station. And we've got the money, so why don't we connect the tunnel now? Take it off of upgrade option. And there we go. We have a tunnel. Allowing communication and movement. Whoops. Between the industrial area and the commercial area. That should go all the way through. Now, what we also need is a way for them to at least get on here easier. Now, if we take in, or take out that bit there, and we'll also upgrade that to that, and we'll just tidy it up a little bit here. We'll take that bit out, put in it's all commercial. So they're going to come down here at the moment, make their way into those areas. Now, obviously, if they want to go any further, they'll have to sort of come down to here. Now, what I'm thinking is we want highway sort of slip roads or something equivalent. Now, what we could do is bring it off there like that. Now, that means if we take that out, because we don't want any residential in there, that's like a slip road for the vehicles. And there is a lack of roadage here. So if we put a road sort of here, we then have the option of putting in one of those smaller ones onto the highway. So they've now got a route onto the highway. And these guys can come down here, through here, and out the other side. And the Rozzers can get involved as well, which is lovely. Let's check the water. That still goes, which is nice. Money is not too bad. Let's build No, we're not going to build a 6-lane road yet. We're just going to leave this. Oh, for God's sake, why is that like that? We want a road that is literally just... I don't know why that's a 1 lane going in that direction. Mystery. It's a mystery to me. Okay, so... do we have options for roads that way? No, we don't, but we do have options for roads this way. There we go. So that's what we were after there. And in this option here... no, that's the wrong location. This option here... we want all the road going in that direction. So, that's not too bad, I'd say. We'll also, I think, create another road off like that. So it gives more access and availability and stuffs. So, yeah, that's not too bad. I'm quite pleased with that. Let's continue marking all this as commercial area and marking all this as industrial so they can make use of it as and when they need to. Now, right now, you can see here massive demand for residential. So let us accede to that. Now, we want to do various things here to try and sort of get the residents in. One of the important things, obviously, is they want to have access to water. Now, if we put it about there, we can run it across to here, and that'll cover the water area. Now, if we check the water, yeah, we got water availability, everything's good in that regard. How's our power? Power's okay at the moment. Now, we have the possibility of, obviously, building other things. Not sure why there's a big gap of power in the centre there. But, you know, whatever. So now you can see these guys making their way up through the industrial area. I can't take that out because if I do, then it's going to cause problems. Now, see, that is what I want. So it's going to be that there. So it's going to be no stop there, stop there. So that way, we've got at least some traffic lights in there. So it's going to be stop and leave those two. That's screw it. We'll put traffic lights back on. Okay. Now, stop, stop, and stop. So we keep the flow coming in from that road, which is important. These guys can be traffic lights. Put that in as a stop, give the ability for them to make all their way through. Let's get rid of that, as that's now empty. Because this is our area here with the humpback rubbish area. Now, obviously, The road anarchy means that it will be problematical doing it, but this is because of the recent parks update. So I've no doubt that the road anarchy developer will update his mod at a very soon period. In fact, he's probably working on it right now. Such is the dedication of these fine fellows who help add to the immersing nature of this game. So, residential is a bit less now, but you can see here that there's still some complaints about power, but we don't have the 5 grand we need to put in another power unit. So that'll have to wait. What we are going to do is put in some more road. See, we don't have all the roads we want yet. Now, I would be inclined to make this here a large road. Now, the reason for that is to have it act as essentially a artery of the town. Now, it means that we have to dig up some people, but it does mean that we can do the same on the other side, hopefully, with the exception of that road, obviously. And it will mean a massive, massive and a good throughput of people. Now, we should make it that and that as well, which we will do once we've got the money to do it. So we've got to do the underground bit, and we've got to do this bit here. Yeah, see. Now, so that's kind of like the main artery road for the entire area. So we're going to hold off on that right now, the building the rest of that, while we look at some of our other roads. Take it off of upgrades. Now, so that's a 3-lane, that's the 4-lane asymmetrical road, which we like, isn't it? Yes, that's the one. So let's put in some more residential. Now, the thing about the residential here is that we don't want them too residential near this lot. So we'll put them to about there with a little bit of stuff to keep an eye on. You know, things to worry about and stuff to buy, all that kind of cool shit. Now, we've got that there. His capacity is 100. And the healthcare, it's okay. Now, you can see here, these guys. Now, one of the things we've got with respect of the economy and the budget is that we've basically got them only operating at night. But they're on 150% funding when they're operating. So essentially it means that they have all the money they need in order to operate as many vehicles as possible during the night, collect all the rubbish during the night. Oh heavens, look at this. This is why we need more of these. So, now I am aware that these roads are bigger than these roads, but we haven't unlocked everything that's required to be unlocked yet. And you can see we can buy more areas as well. And you can see population of 2,600, we're close. So, you know, it's not looking too bad, I'd say. You, however, may disagree. So, let's see. I mean, really, there's not a lot we can do with it right now. We Just gotta wait. Okay, so the power issue, hopefully, we can get resolved quickly. Just fill that in. And, whoops daisy. Take that in there. Hello. So that they've got all their stuff there. What are you doing? Oh, for God's sake. That's just stupid. We're going to have to take that bit. Like that. Because that's just tantamount to stupidity, putting it there. To be honest, so is putting all this stuff in the centre. Screw it. Because they can't really stop. That's the problem they've got. So we might as well just take all this crap out. Because the point of the highway is to keep everything moving. And if they're constantly stopping to shop, then it kind of defeats the object. Sorry fellas, but you're out of here. Now who's got an issue with crime? Crime rate is high. And there we go. So we are now a boom town. Kaboom. Now what we need to do is, can we... So you've got 52 weeks. Let's pay that off now. Get it out of the way. Then we don't have to worry about repayment. Now, what we can do here is if we bin this, and we'll put in this little fellow. Now that should increase the electricity availability significantly, as you can see. So that's a good thing. Now, let's have a look at... We want to get more coverage for medical clinics. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a medical clinic in there. Now the reason for that is because it's on a high usage road, and that will be advantageous for us. Now also, we're going to have to worry about things like cemeteries, and we have none right now. Oh heavens, what's going on here? Oh, there's no water going out to there. Okay. Alright. So, industry seems to be doing alright. It's not as full as I would like it to be honest with you. See, I'm wondering, if I take that out and move it to there, then I can recreate this road. Screw it, let's do it. And then, take out that road, and that road. Now, that also means that we do have an issue. 19,000. Let's get... See, this is the advantage, you see. We paid off the loan, and now we got to get the loan back again. Because it's possible we're in idiots, but you know. So, we move over to here. Go away. And we put you in there. Now, this is where we create our new road link, which is this 4-lane asymmetrical. We'll go down two steps, I think. That's enough, I think, there. And then we'll go over this side. And we'll go down 4 steps. Okay, that's not good. That's really not ideal. Okay, and that's the reason for that, I guess. If we take that out and make a big road there, just up to the end, and then could we do it as a big road, I wonder? Let's make it as a little road to start with and then upgrade. See, there's the problem. I need to get rid of that road. And then come in like this from slightly further away. So it makes a slightly less obtrusive road, or less angle. So we now have that road there, which we can now upgrade at some point, once we've got the rest of the money. But that will take them across there. Now, what I'm thinking also is about the movement off of the highway. Because we've got sort of movement coming off here. Like that. No, wrong way. Idiot. It's got to be that way, isn't it? Like that. So we've got a good road there. That's the only drawback, is that it avoids that road, which is annoying. Damn it. I feel like I've screwed up here. Because it should be coming onto this road here. So, sorry, tunnel. You're gonna have to delete you there. Like that. And we're gonna have to create... We'll just do it as a standard one for the moment. Like that. And then connect to that. Oh, bollocks, I've done it again. Steaming great numpty. Right, now, I think that that one needs to be redone. So what I'll do is I'll reset that up there. Like that. And then connect like that. And there we go. We're finally there. With the end result that we flipping well wanted to start with. And all we need to do now is make this road here into a 6-laner. Ah, we have highways. Excellent. So, let's have a look to see what options we've got for highways. 3-lane asymmetrical highway. 6-lane highway. What will that give us? Oh my goodness, that'll make it massive. I think a 6-laner is too much. I think a 4-laner will be fine. Like that. And there we have it. A lovely highway. Now, if we can get a road off like so. Go away. I could run it into there, which is good. Now, we could also then bring that up, take out that, and do that. Oh, bugger. No, we can't. Nuts. Okay, well, that could be an issue, at least for the time being. So we'll have to do it like that. Now, let's take out this and put in that. And also that. Let's get rid of you. And let's get rid of you. And then we can put that in like so. Now, let's get increasing the size of this big 6-lane. This big beauty here. So we can only do it from sort of here onwards, really. But that's going to be that massive primary road that is the artery of the industrial section. And then we upgrade that and that as well. But it won't let us, damn it. Okay, we'll leave that then. So until such time as we've got more money, we've got to leave off the upgrade of the industrial area, those certain key areas, because of essentially reasons. So let's put that in there, and let's put that, and that in there, and that. So there's our big old road. Now, because we've got highways, and we've now also got the ability to build beauties like this little fella. Look at that, isn't that a work of art? So put it in there. But it's also flipping expensive. Now, that's going to be the problem that we're going to suffer from. So, it's looking okay, I'd say. Yep, see, they're all going underneath. They make an appearance out the other side. They've got access to the highway, which is important. And then, of course, this road here that then takes them across to the industrial area. Sorry, across to the residential area, my apologies. And the only drawback that we have is that we do not have a road that takes us from here to there. There we go. Now, I'm wondering whether or not that should be the big road, because you should have a couple of large artery roads. So here's our large artery road going in this direction. Should we have then a large artery road going in the opposite direction, feeding off of each other and off of the entry from the highway? So these are things that I'm considering, because this is essentially what you're looking at, is trying to make good city design. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this week's episode of City Skylines. We'll see you again for more. Take care, everyone.